Hey there, I'm Tracey Rose. I'm very excited because I've just gotten back from the Hypnobirthing Australia Conference, which was held in Brisbane. I was lucky enough to be a speaker at that event as well, but there was one amazing speaker. She was the keynote speaker that I got to meet and listen to her opinions on birth and labour and parenting and things like that. And that was world-renowned birth expert and author Dr Sarah Buckley. So as you can imagine, I was furiously taking notes and I wanted to share some of the really important points and really interesting things that she brought to the table. Now, one of the topics Dr. Buckley talked about was the effects of common medical interventions in labour. And I'm going to do a couple of videos on each of these interventions. So today I'm going to be talking about epidurals, but I also want to, give a little bit of a warning that sometimes this information and topics can trigger people and can be a little bit emotionally kind of unsettling. So if you feel that this is going to trigger you, please don't watch or don't listen. This is really to inform you, not to, say that you've done the right or the wrong thing. This is about educating you so that you can make informed decisions. I am going to reveal to you some of the side effects of an epidural that you may not have known about. An epidural can reduce natural birthing hormones that you would normally release if you didn't have an epidural. So one of those is oxytocin, which reduces fear. It also works with the parasympathetic nervous system and usually makes us feel calm and connected. So when you have an epidural, you don't have these hormones pumping around your body. It can also reduce endorphins, which endorphins is a natural painkiller. An epidural also reduces blood supply to the uterus and the baby. It can also prolong labour, which means that you are also then 3 times more likely to need synthetic oxytocin to speed labour up again. Now that might be called Pitocin or Syntocin, and depending on where or what country or what city you are giving birth in. An epidural can also increase your temperature. It inhibits the Ferguson Reflex, and this reflex is when the baby is like fully descended about, when you're ready to push the baby out. And what happens is your body kind of has these reflexes and helps you push the baby out. So sometimes you feel that urge to push or urge to bear down, and this is inhibited when you have an epidural. So, but even if you let the epidural wear off and you sort of can feel what's happening down there, the Ferguson reflex is still inhibited by the after effects of that epidural. Contrary to popular belief, an epidural does cross the placenta to the baby. Often babies are less alert and they cry more in the first 6 weeks of their life. On average, mothers spend less time with the newborn if they've had an epidural, so the babies spend more time in the nursery. And I know that can, all this sort of stuff just sounds a little bit scary. So again, this may not happen to you. It may be different in your situation. So I just want to make sure that you understand everyone is different. Every baby is different. Every woman's body is different. If it is the safest way for you to give birth to that baby, now you know what you're having, what the effects could be on your birth and your baby. And also now that you know this information, it might actually kind of, inspire you or spur you on to find out, hey, actually, how can I give birth without having an epidural? And it's definitely possible because I know there are thousands and thousands of women giving birth without epidurals every single day. In fact, I was one of them. And before you jump to conclusions, no, I don't have a high pain tolerance. In fact, I'm a total wuss. But I did know how to use a lot of my birthing hormones, which I mentioned before, are natural painkillers. And the thing is, most people just don't know how to switch these on and off during labour. I mean, if you knew how to use your natural painkilling hormones, wouldn't you want to know how to switch them on and off at the right times? So to get more educated about your natural birthing body and how to use things, that you're already born with. We are born to give birth. We have a uterus, and what else do you use a uterus for, right? We are born to give birth. So if you want some more info, some more inspiration, more encouragement, more education, head over to my website, hypnobirthingrocks.com. If you like this video, please like it. If you know someone else that this video would specifically help, please share it to them. I'm sure they would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. I mean, we just all want to get the word out there that positive birthing is possible and you don't have to be a total hippie to do it either. And if you want to know a little bit more about Dr. Sarah Buckley, I highly recommend having a look at this book, Gentle Birth, Gentle Mothering. Look at a special signed copy. She is such an amazing woman, so go and have a look at that. I will put a link down to her website as well down below this video or somewhere around it, wherever. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.